Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and today we're going to talk about Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of March the 1st. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button, because every time you hit that like button, lets YouTube know it's a good channel for soap fans. And as always, only in my weekly spoiler videos, I like to thank my membership. Members get early access to videos, you get exclusive videos, you get lots of things. So just hit that join button so you can see a video that tells you about all the great perks. But one of those perks is me giving a shout out to all the members. It takes about another 20 seconds to thank Michael Pryor, Yvonne Todd, Jeff Payton, Patricia Bell, Brian McConaughey, Phyllis Pearson, Deb Belk, Ramona Newsom, Natalie Abreu, Ariane Enos, Sandra Lee, Gwen Marie, Jen Adams, Megan Maloney, Kiki Landry, Tracy Gregg, Apple Chick, Shannon Clark, Dee Dee Harders, Janet Loftus, Red Butterfly 50 Black, Sandra Crawford, Tammy Lynn Buttram, Omar Ramirez, and now we have Roger Smith. Thank you all for being part of the membership. And we're going to get on right on over here to these Days of Our Lives spoilers, beginning with Monday, March the 1st. Jack K. Harry debuts as Paulina Price. Chloe questions Susan's behavior. Lonnie becomes suspicious of Kristen. Abigail presses Gabby to join forces with her against Gwen. Then on Tuesday, March the 2nd, Abigail and Jack have a heated argument about Gwen. Kristen uses Philip to her advantage. Chloe advises Sarah not to marry Xander. Lonnie introduces Abe and Eli to her Aunt Paulina. On March the 3rd, Wednesday, Abigail and Gabby kidnap Gwen. Stupidest thing ever. They're going to have her up in the Demir dungeon. Jack informs Chad about his fight with Abigail. Steve and Kayla have an awkward encounter with Bonnie and Justin. Sarah discovers Xander in a compromising position. Then on Thursday, March the 4th, Sammy tries to persuade Belle to represent her. John fears he may have gone too far. Ben seeks help with Marlena. Evan plays mind games with Sierra. Then on Friday, March the 5th, Abigail demands Gwen admit to killing Laura. Kate and Jake get a win over Philip and Gabby. Evan informs Sierra of his deadly plans for Ben, while Clyde has stunning news for Ben. We're going to slide on over here to the bulk spoilers. We've got a lot going on. Marlena is after the truth. John is troubled by his missing time. Sammy appeals to Belle to be her lawyer. Gabby puts that girl Gwen on notice. Jack is disheartened by his dueling daughters, and then he argues with Abigail. Jack also updates Anna. Secrets start to unravel. Abigail demands Gabby's final answer. Ben needs help from Marlena again. Susan and Kristen have aroused suspicion. But not with Philip. He gets totally hoodwinked. Chloe seems suspicious of Susan also. Kristen gets interesting intel. Sarah catches Xander. Clyde confirms to Ben that Evan has Sierra. So that's a big clue to Ben. Chloe warns Sarah Xander is not marriage material. Sarah senses Chloe is most concerned about Brady. Gwen gets abducted by Abigail and Gabby. Abigail goes after her confession. Paulina is introduced. And also got to say, if anybody saw the preview, I showed it to the members of Paulina's first day. I think on March, it's just going to be Lonnie opening the door. That's the scene that I showed, where Lonnie opens the door. It's like, oh, I'm Paulina. So I think that's actually Jack K's technical first day is March 1st, but we don't get dialogue until that Tuesday. We have Titan versus Demir. Jake and Kate celebrate, but not Gabby and Philip. Um, Evan tells Sierra that Ben is a dead man walking, and then Sierra panics. So those are the spoilers. It doesn't really mention much as far as like the investigation into Charlie's murder. There was a recent interview with Ron where he said that the murder mystery will be 2 to 3 months. That he doesn't want to stretch it out too long, which means we'll probably find out who did it in May sweeps, which makes sense. And he said that as the weeks go on, he's going to be showing you that different people didn't do it until finally it's the big reveal of who actually did it. I don't think it's Sammy. I really don't think it's Sammy. I think Sammy was trying to clean up for Allie. Even if she didn't think it was Allie, I think that what's going to happen is other people were there when Charlie got shot. I think John was there, whether he was in a car blacked out and woke up to a gunshot because he heard the gunshot. But, it's not really giving us much clues on Charlie's murder. I would love to see in the comment section what you think about Charlie's murder. Do you think that it's the only way that the character could have gone? Or do you think that Charlie could have been redeemed? Or would you like to see like Charlie had a twin? Or there's a cousin that looked like Charlie? Or a complete stranger looked like Charlie? Would you like Mike Manning back on the show as a different character? And I do have some news about Laura. I also saw an interview with the actress that plays Laura. I think her name's Jamie Lynn Brower. Where she said that the producers told her that no one ever dies in Salem and that she could be back. She also said that she's already died 5 times on the show, so she's not worried about whether or not they'll bring her back. She's like, it's just a matter of whatever soap logic they use to say that she's alive. She even offered, and this is not saying that this is what's going to happen, but Jamie, in the interview she was doing, said that she can even see if she actually turned out to be alive, and that they were keeping her in hiding so that Gwen doesn't try to kill her again. And that could potentially be why Jennifer doesn't immediately come back from Boston. She could actually be taking care of her mother. So we don't know what's really going on in Boston with Jennifer. We do have news with Katie McLean. She's pre-taped some scenes of her doing video calls to Jack and maybe Abigail. So they have 3 weeks or so of her video calls. And Ron did an interview. I've looked at a lot of interviews, obviously. But Ron did an interview where he said that Jennifer will be back, but he has no idea what actress will be playing Jennifer. I know a lot of you want Melissa back. Remember, Melissa chose to leave the show. She wasn't kicked off or nothing. She didn't want to be around, the epidemic. But Katie McLean, I would love to see her return. I think she was doing a good job. And it's really weird that this is like a weird time for Jennifer to just disappear. But if Laura really is alive, I could see that as a reason why Jennifer doesn't come back immediately. And also, I noticed that Jennifer didn't really seem that upset at the funeral. So if Jennifer knows her mother's really alive and she's keeping her away from Gwen, that could be the reason why Jennifer wasn't falling out crying and whatnot. Or at least what I expected. So, some things to think about. I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, they killed Laura. Yeah, but just like they said in the interview, nobody dies in Salem except for maybe Charlie. But, you never know who they'll say Dr. Rolfe or somebody just came in. Dr. Rolfe broke out of jail and he brought somebody back from the dead and went back in jail. They do all sorts of crazy stuff. But we'll see how it all turns out. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Are you sort of relieved that Jamie said that her character's probably not dead? Does that make you feel better about the storyline? So let me know all that good stuff. Do you want Katie back? I definitely want Katie back. Who do you think killed Charlie? So we got a lot to talk about. Xander. What does Xander do that had him in a compromising position? You know, will Sarah and Xander make it to the wedding? You know, to the to actually getting married, or will we have more hijinks to keep them apart and come? You know how they do in soaps. They break them up just to bring them back together. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the comment section and the next video.